What's going on, y'all? It's Flash Locks, and today we got another prize picks video for you guys. In today's video, we are going to go ahead and give you guys two NBA player props that we love on the board for these last two games of the NBA play-in tournament right before the playoffs. Playoffs are starting this Saturday, and these are the last games for these last couple seeds to enter the playoffs. So if you guys tailed in yesterday's video, we did sweep that video. We gave you guys three picks. And one of them did not play, but the other two hit. We gave you guys Mike Trout over that 7.5 hitter fantasy score. He had 14, damn near doubling that line. And then we gave you guys Estrada on his over on the 0.5 hitter strikeouts, and he had one. So hopefully you guys used those picks in yesterday's video. There were some good ones, and we cashed out on that video. So with that being said, before we get hopping into the picks we got for today and these April 19th Friday matchups, please drop a like and subscribe with those post notifications turned on. It just means the world to me. Been grinding for you guys every day, and now with the playoffs coming up in the NBA, I'll be super consistent, just uploading whenever there's games, and just trying to give you guys the best content and the best player prop breakdowns that I could give you guys, and just the props that you guys can use in your parlays and just everything you do with them. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and hop right into the picks that we got for today. With our first player that we're rocking with is Brandon Ingram over his 19.5 points. Now, I know he's kind of been shaky in his last couple of 10 games. As you guys can see, he was coming off an injury as well, so that's another reason why he's been having limited minutes in most of these games. And even last game, that was if you guys watched that game, he kind of sat the whole fourth quarter. I'm not sure why, even with Zion Williamson getting injured. But I expect him to just really play a lot in this game, full of the minutes, as you guys can see, 21, 23, 25. So he's been seeing a slight increase coming back off of that injury, but still, he still has that little tweak in him. But what I really like is this matchup against the Kings. As you guys can see, in his last 6 matchups, he's gone over 5 out of 6 against them. So, again, this game was a blowout. Obviously, he didn't hit it in this line, but he still had 15. But other than that, his last the 5 before that, he was averaging over 22 a game. So he just went crazy on them. And now that Zion Williamson's out, I expect his workload and just everything to really significantly increase. So I love the value on this play, even though he's kind of been struggling in his last 5 and 10 games. As you guys can see, he's still been getting his shots up, 12, 9, and 12. I expect this game to just really go up, probably to at least 16 shots attempted this game with Zion Williamson being out. He had 40 points in yesterday's game, so Brandon Ingram, they're really going to have to use him and just increase the workload. So he's been a go-to guy all season. He's really been consistent. He was playing great before injury, and I expect this game winner-go-home situation. The coach should really put him out there on the line, just trying to get them into the whole playoffs and just get their hopes up for continuing this season that they have going for them. So Brandon Ingram led this line. 20 points is really not that much for him, only 5 points a quarter. I expected him to hit this line pretty easily. He's proven in the past against this Kings team that he has hit this line easily against them. And what I like is the position that he's going to be playing against them. Now, the Kings are pretty, as you guys can see, weak to a bunch of different positions. But the power forward position and small forward position, Brandon Ingram fluctuates from there. And the power forward position, they are ranked 26th in points allowed, giving around 26 a game. So now with Zion Williamson being out, they're lacking that size and depth with that whole power forward position. So Brandon Ingram should really be playing power forward or even small forward, which he typically does play. But even when Zion's there, he'll fluctuate to that float off into that power forward position. So great value right there again, and it is proven again in past matchups throughout this season that he's gone over against these guys, and just love the value overall. A 30 piece against them before their last previous game, so it should be a good game for Brandon Ingram. Again, everyone's probably looking at these and it's like, oh, he's kind of shaky, but I just love the value on this play still. I believe he should go crazy. So we're going to go with the over on his 19.5 points. Love this line right here. So that is our first play in today's video. And then with the second play that we're going to be rocking with is, as you guys can see, even on some other sports books, Caesars, they have him at minus 145 and DraftKings minus 125. So again, they see him as great value, and we're just going to go ahead and take him over. So with the second pick, we're actually going to be looking at Jaime Jaquez Jr. over his points and rebounds, his 70.5 line. Now, Jimmy Butler was out. It was an MCL injury, I believe, on his knee or whatever. Knee sprain, he's out for 3 weeks or whatever. So I really like Jaquez to come in and just do his thing. Even with Jimmy Butler being in the game, as you guys can see in his last 3 games, Jimmy Butler was in all 3 of these games, and his usage rate, even with Butler in there, has been crazy. As you guys can see, 20 points, 18 points, 15 points, along with 4 rebounds, and 5 rebounds. So even when he was there recently, he's been seeing an increase in usage rate. This dude's been balling, and now that Jimmy Butler is out with the increase in usage rate that he's been receiving recently, that should just increase more significantly and give us more benefit of the doubt that he's going to be using this offensive scheme more with this whole game and the matchups that they got against the Chicago team. Chicago is really solid defensively against point guard positions and just the guards in general. So Jaquez, with being a bigger figure on this Miami Heat team, filling in for Jimmy Butler, that should be more value for him. He's a small forward, but he fluctuates to that power forward position sometimes. As you guys can see, they're ranked 18th to points allowed against that small forward position, giving around 20 a game. In power forward position, they're ranked 23rd in points allowed, giving around 25 a game, and 29th in rebounds allowed, giving around 12 a game. So this dude's been pretty consistent on grabbing those boards, and his line has been fluctuating as well. Started off at 17.5, went all the way up to 19.5. Now it's back down to 17.5. So we're going to go ahead and take the value while it's at the low. This one probably is going to get bumped. I expect it to hit like 18.5. So we're going to go and take the value while we have it, and Jimmy Butler being out. Again, just more upside for him to get those more touches and everything going on. So even his last 2 games, he's been taking a lot more shot attempts, as you guys can see. 15, 12, and 11 in his last 3 games. And mind you, again, I know I'm kind of sounding like a broken record right now, repeating, but all these games are with Jimmy Butler. So if he's taking all these with Jimmy Butler, again, with the absence of him, he should really just step up and fill in that role for him. So if we look at his last head-to-head matchups against this Chicago Bulls team, as you guys can see, his last 3 games, he's gone over against them as well, hitting this line with just points alone: 19 points, 22 points, 18 points, 3 rebounds, 4 rebounds, 5 rebounds. So he's really just been balling against these guys. And all these games, Jimmy Butler was here. So if he's hitting this line against them with Jimmy Butler, again, now that his absence is there, he should really see an increase in usage rate. 32 minutes on average against them. And if we look at his last 3 games, what is he averaging? Like 32, 32, 22. So even with those lack of minutes, he still has been hitting this line, and he's just really been consistent on shooting. As you guys can see, shooting 50% from the field. So great value right there. Love the matchup overall, and I believe he should really fill in this role. This dude has a lot of playoff experience, even though he is a rookie in the NBA. When he played at UCLA, they were always in the tournament, and he really came up big in the whole games that needed them. So he's a clutch player, and I expect him to come through. He's a hustler again, so I expect those rebounds to go flying with them being solid defensively against point guard positions. Again, whenever there are games with teams being solid against the point guard positions who would be taking a lot of shots, that is more upside for a lot of more rebounds to be flying through the air. So again, better value for him to hit this rebound line as well, giving us extra value with the points, which he's hit, let alone in the last 3 previous games against this team that he's going against right now. So we're going to go with Jaime Jaquez Jr. on that points and rebounds line. Where is it at? Points and rebounds, 17.5. So love those lines right here. These are my 2 that I'm rocking with for today. It's pretty short slate, as you guys can see if we go to the games. 2 games Friday: Chicago Bulls, Miami Heat, Sacramento Kings, New Orleans Pelicans. Both these games should be pretty solid ones. Both of them really close. As you guys can see, the spread on both of them is 1.5. So both great games. Winner go home situation. Both these guys should be playing at their best potential. And again, Brandon Ingram, I know his minutes have been kind of wonky lately, but winner go home situation with their star player Zion Williamson being out, he should really see an increase. So, and this line is pretty low right now. There was at some points of the season where his line was really high, all the way at like 23, 25 even. So Brandon Ingram, I feel like this is the easy line to hit. And then Jaquez Jr. has just been consistent recently. Usage rate's been increasing just significantly over the last 3 games. And again, Jimmy Butler being out, just more upside for us to get value from him. So these are my 2 picks on the day. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And again, please drop a like and subscribe with those post notifications turned on if you guys like the NBA and these NBA picks. I'm going to be super consistent throughout the whole playoffs, and whenever there isn't playoff games, I'll throw in those MLB videos before the like in between those days, like where we have off. So again, hopefully you guys tailed yesterday's video. We did sweep that one. It was a pretty good day overall. I gave you guys 3 picks. 1 did not play, and then Trout and then Estrada hit for us. So hopefully you guys cashed on that. And yeah, these are my 2 picks on the day. Love both these guys. I can't really name a player of the day. I feel like both of them got equal value with like the whole injury. It's kind of similar situations, injury and just previous matchups where they thrive against them. So it should be a great day of basketball, a lot of fun games, and we're going to see the last couple seedings to get in the whole NBA playoffs. So excited to see who makes it. It should be all out battle, winner go home to the death. So If I were you guys, I'd tune into those games as well. It should be a couple good ones. But with that being said, that is all I got for today's video. And again, you guys do not have to tell both of these. This is just the two men that I'm rocking with. If you guys really like the content and the value breakdown, you guys could tell. But it is Flex Friday. You guys can mix and match these. Throw them in a couple parlays of your guys' choices. Again, Flex Friday. Free $20 6-man bet to not lose any money. So if I were you guys, I would go hop on that as well. So that is all I got for today's video. Again, please drop a like and subscribe. Hope you guys have a good Friday or whenever you guys are seeing this video. Again, thanks for watching, and let's see today.